Hi, how's everybody doing? Oh, that's still. I'm sorry. I'm working on the camera filters. It's a rough day. But like that? Maybe? That's better. This is gonna be bothersome for me for a while. I like the light a little better. How's everybody doing? It is. I almost said it's Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, it's Monday. How's everybody doing? Are we ready for some Dream Daddy? Are we gonna find our daddy? Sorry. I'm still not used to not having hair over here, so. Dream Daddy. I love this music. It's such a bop. I don't care who you are, it's such a bop. How was everybody's Sunday night? I was here yesterday. I'm a professional. I got this. I was just checking everything and I was like, do I have everything set up? I didn't set up my scene. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Hi! Do you like it? Oh, wrong way. Hold on. Let me take my headset off for you. I had that yesterday. You must have been tired from work. Yeah, I had it yesterday. I got it done Friday after work, so yeah, it's weird. Very tired, yeah. I came home and flipped my hair over because they don't care at work, but I'm not gonna make a big thing of it. So I had it because I can part my hair like here. So yeah. So I came home and I flipped my hair over and I was like, "Whoo, that's cold." Not as dead. That makes sense. Yeah, I understand. Rough day, rough days. I also I was gonna wait for Mags to be here, but she's not here yet. You are a monster. Oh, stepping on my headphone cord. You give me leggings. They got corgis on them. Uh oh. What? I can't hear it. Uh, Probably the Dream Daddy music. Sorry. Yeah, it's probably the Dream Daddy music. Sorry. Should Dream Daddy music. Let me turn off the desktop audio. Um, I love you too. Yeah, it's the Dream Daddy music. It's way too loud. Speaking of Dream Daddy, I don't think I switched this. Um, Properties. Where is my thing? There we go. I know what I'm doing. Hi, Mags. It's dangerous. No, I don't want to capture Zeldagris. That should work. There we go. Mags, I got these just for you. I got this just for you. I got these just for you. Oh, other leg. I like it a lot. Look, it's little Christmas leggings. It's got corgis. I saw them as I was at the store the other day and turned around and walked around. The chair is nice. Oh, now I'm blurry. What do you know? Camera, please. Please, camera. Please, camera. Hey, 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 hey. There we go. You two are awful. The chair is nice. I feel like I'm all royal and official and have a throne. It's both. Um, my mom got me this last year for Christmas, actually, and it's been in the bedroom ever since. It's so we haven't had space, so we reorganized. You saw sassy guys. We reorganized the living room Saturday. So The couch which I was on is now on the wall across from me. We brought the love seat and we finally put this chair together, which is good because it's just in time. I need it for surgery. It's sorry. What? Shit, do not meet our expectations. A refund. Okay, cool. Sorry, I gotta call Sam's later. They're refunding me. I digress. So this chair is heated, it massages, and it lifts. Like it'll literally lift up and eat me out of the chair. So when surgery time comes and I am not very mobile, I can sleep in the chair and I can get out of the chair without a lot of struggles. So it's awesome. My mom bought it for me off Amazon. She bought one for herself. So yes. It's lovely. It's all power, like the reclining and feet and up. So I don't have any levers or anything. This side, I've got 2 USB ports, so I can plug chargers in and charge stuff. So it's all 100% lovely. It's a great chair. You two so sassy with each other tonight. We'll see how my voice does today. If I cut out, I cut out early. Yeah, that's the sweetest chair ever. I'm sure it was a little pricey. My mom said she was splurging, but it's going to be worth it. Especially for surgery, because I'm going to have to be in a back brace for like 6 weeks, except for if I'm showering. And if I want to sleep in bed, I would have to have it on. But my coworkers had my surgery said that if she was in a recliner, she didn't have to have it on. But she said you have to have it on before you get up, but because they know you're not going to move a whole lot while you're sleeping. So Damon and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damon or Hugo around anywhere. It just feels a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Bruce? I turn around. It's Joseph. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. Scoffs? Scoffs, whatever. It's funny. I talked to a guy named Bruce today. I digress. You two so feisty. Your daddy's been home all day, and y'all don't probably weren't this feisty. Sir, you need brushed. You're blowing your coat out, and you look like crap. That's really the nicest thing I can say. Ugh. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art appreciate. I'm gonna spray you. Leave your brother alone. It's spicy. Hi, Patch. Appreciator, appreciatist. Quick run some errands. Thank you. Good luck with your errands and good luck with dinner. Have something tasty and thank you for the hair. I'm gonna spray you. Sassy, sassy little sir. You guys are rocking my stream setup. I can see it moving. Not you. But I mean, I've got the spray bottle if you need it, if you're so inclined. Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I guess he invited you too? Yep. Admittedly, a little bit out of my depths here. Thank God. I thought I was going to be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God? Yep. I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister. The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. That's not how it works. Anyway, where are you guys? I look up and spot Hugo and Damon, who seem to have already arrived at the gallery. Sir! Children. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Evening, friends. Who's ready for some art? Art is dead if nothing is real. I have no idea what I'm in for. You know I am. You know I love looking at paintings that are in frames, also paintings that aren't in frames. Art is good and stuff. Well put, Bruce. All you have to know is that you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. Yes, I don't care so much about the wine. I don't like wine, but cheese is my language. I like art now. I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go help myself to some tiny wines. Talk art with Hugo and Damien. So, what's this first place? This particular artist specializes in landscape paintings of various locales within the American Northeast. I look at the art. It's rad art. Risk of sounding uninformed. Do all these landscapes look like butts to you guys? Damon and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest. It would appear as if you're correct. Valid assessment, Bruce. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy. Oh, it gets more complicated. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is the butts they don't draw. Interesting. Has Zelda gotten to this yet? Because she's going to love it. Joseph returns to our group with cheese and wine. What did I miss? Butts. Shame. Cheese is nice, though. Shall we visit the next place? We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of I'm not even sure hang on the wall. Oh geez. What am I looking at here? This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I was never real good at abstract art in college. In my art history class, I mean, we talked about it, but I like conventional. Stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. Bro, I'm gonna spray you both. Jeez. Wild animals. It's a metaphor for human condition. Reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife. It's a butt. Everyone stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. I. While a valid assessment, I feel like the artist was trying to make a different statement. Probably how much you like butts. You are a servant of the Lord. We're all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents a sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in the field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how do you figure that? That's what it says on the placard. Stop! Oh. Let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art's kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artists choose not to let their work be defined by, what's the word? Realism. Realism. So we're looking at one of the paintings. The patron scoffs loudly. Psh! I could do better than that. Excuse me? Hugo, not here. No, come back here. Patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him. Say you could do better, but you didn't. You don't seem to have an intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as that one. Art is the truest expression of self, and it seems your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Wow, Hugo. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damon is holding back at this point. I'm gonna spray both of you, okay? Knock it off. Friend, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry, I just love art very much. We know, buddy. Pat Hugo on the shoulders. You know what would ease the mood? Is it cheese? No. It's wine and cheese. Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actual wine and cheese. Got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up to it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art?
How delightful.
It is absolutely weirder than this art. Sign me the fuck up. Let's do it.
Ah.
Damon, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us. So, quick question. Shoot. What's happening? I second the question. Performance art. What does it mean? Again, I pose the same question to you, Mr. Hot Mess. Fear of existence, the fear of human beings. They really like screaming butts. I mean, oh, they do. But I'm not sure if that encompasses the whole of their performance. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're trying to say and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. While almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses a medium as a conduit of their emotion. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as Carathis. That's beautiful, Damien. So, what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, the it's art as long as I, mean it. Damon fixes him with a hard stare. I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd. Wise. Watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Phew, I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together, because of course we do. We live in the cul-de-sac. We're making our way to the cul-de-sac, tiny wines and cheese sloshing in my stomach. I think what we've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which is nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is when you put a bunch of tiny wine and cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. Tiny cheese lifts me into a full sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Waxwing too close to the sun.
Hmm?
Cheese wings, those would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. Nice. Emmentaler, possibly? Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in the oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats. Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork.
Oh.
What? Boats are cool.
Oh.
What about you, Bruce? Food artistry, landscape, tasteful nudes of artists. Food artistry. I'd probably still do life. I would probably do still lives of various foods, bowls of fruits, maybe some bread in there. Would there be cheese involved? See, I thought about that, and no. I can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it. And that would ruin the whole thing.
Oh.
Excellent point. Finally get to the cul-de-sac. Alright, boys, good art. Good art. Agreed.
Hmm.
See you guys around? Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. Head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over.
You've got dads.
I've got dads. Hmm. We went on that date with Brian. We went on the date with um Damon. Let's feel like everybody dates Matt. Let's jazz up Robert. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you'll know it'll use this information against us, right? Wow, paranoid much. Make a deal in the alleyway. Have it go badly. Who's the cop? Is it Giacomo? I trust Giacomo. You had one thing to take a desert island. What would it be? A gun. What are your turns on? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? A grifter. What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neorealism. What's your ideal great date? Grave robbing. Yikes. Forever. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. Spend a lot of time thinking about you. You ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? You fucking weird, but sure. Why not? Why not? Lay it on me, Robert. Robert was pretty nice, a little odd but nice, and ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey, Robert. Good seeing you again at the cookout. Want to grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says he read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. Watch cat videos on the internet. I start down the rabbit hole of cat videos, and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dadbook to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. Might as well make the best of my day. Can I Dadbook somebody else? Get up and walk to the living room and sit down and turn on the TV. Food channel. Ooh, Meat Hell is on. You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include these ingredients: steak, lemon, meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you're unable to finish cooking, or if any of these ingredients are absent from the dish, we will release the wolves. Oh my god! I'm not kidding! Please help us! I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around my house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for the old Chef Hot Mess to cook a gourmet delicacy. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Make a sandwich. Microwave some eggs. Mustard jar. Make a sandwich. Make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs a plate? The sandwich. A lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. Of course I do. That's my fucking luck. No! I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. 5-second rule, right? Don't do it. I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong, in my mouth. Wait, I'm a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off a door. I really should bring it into the living room. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. Spend a couple minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam! Take a leap from the free throw line and rocket the sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild! And welcome to the jam. I pull up from the 3-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words to this song. No look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something something Space Jam. Stop. I just barely managed to beat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. Then we cook together. We're proud of ourselves for not even coming close to burning down the house. Afterwards, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament. Oh god. What you have in front of you is a molecular deconstruct sweet potato with brown sugar demi-glace and creme fraiche, of course. What the fuck? This is a little jar of baby food. Tyler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dadbook. It's a message from Robert. You up? What you doing? What does that mean? What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. I'm just chilling. Type back, just chilling. Amanda deletes the G and hits send. It'll make you look cooler. A couple moments pass by, another message pops up. Want to grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what it means, Amanda. But it's kind of late. Same, dude. Come on, Pops, live a little. I'm living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you have a lot of fun tonight. You two are trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Ugh, fine. Type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. Throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. Walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. Spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy. Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary here? Uh-oh. I brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy. Oh man, I was excited to to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? Beer, something tropical, whiskey straight up. I'll just have a beer. While admirable, I disagree. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to go. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral value, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? The night's young, man, Chief. Come on. We're bar hopping. I'm too old for this shit. Oh, alright. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town really well, so I just follow Robert. So, where are we headed? I wish I were drinking. It's an Irish pub. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart. Puns are the lowest form of humor. Bruce, try harder. Ouch. Am I gonna be the butt of the jokes all night? Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. Walk into I wish I were drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are y'all having? Whiskey hasn't failed me yet. Do they make fruity Irish cocktails? Nope. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up in a green garnish booth. Mary slides in and settles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly a paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey! Bruce, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? Sorry, I'm texting the boy. Trying to figure out what dinner's gonna be and if he's actually gonna be home or not. Because if not, then I have to figure out dinner, which is fine. I got lasagna. I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. So I head back. I see Robert and Mary having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen this guy smile, let alone laugh. Take a seat in the booth across from them and pass out drinks. So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spotted the little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie and tell her all about it when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been the PTA president. Your roots are bad and blah, 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 blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was going to be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped. Whoops! Mary looked directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What? You know, the devil's lettuce? I have 2 big flat blunts in my purse right now. One ablaze? Uh, with the feds. I worked hard for what I have, and no two but corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want to run it. What? Remember, you come at the king, you best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Robert giggles helplessly.
Ah.
I'm just kidding, cowboy.
Mm.
Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine. Sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon, and I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Could you get the next round? Trying to ditch me, pal? I know. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. I just. No, 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 it's fine. Bruce wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into some helpless boy. Wow. Go with God. What the fuck is with these two? Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a young looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get into my pants the other night, and I gestured to her across the bar where she's making goo goo eyes at a young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Leonidas, gonna spray you. Good lord, child. Oh, that's just the thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kids look like he's seen a war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Oh man, I pegged you for one of those straight lace types. Don't worry, I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you. There's so much wild in me. I get so wild, I've got a whole safari in here. Just really wild all the time. Uh, Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I go, what am I getting myself into? They think you can go shot for shot. There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes a shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool. And he probably hates small talk. So how are things? I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think they have to fill dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of silence, or they're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence. If you want someone solicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh, all right. Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. Taking the rest of the bar, patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer. Mary giving the hard sell to that young man. The young man pretending to get a phone call from one of his friends. Huh, maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? Watch the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, It's their hopes and dreams draining away every memory and experience they've ever had and gone. No. Great. Me neither. Robert knocks back his shots and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously again. We sip whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the one excused himself to the bathroom and I assume crawled out of the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey. Inside voice. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary is gonna be just fine. Look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists it's not his birthday. Hey, I didn't know Jim was in this game. Make our way to the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like it's the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. Follow Robert through the street lamp spotlights until eventually we arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, good lord, computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally a liquor store. So you can get your tits and your joys and your jolly hopples and some booze. Wait here, I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles and a brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curbs and drink. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting. It's delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. Start to say something, thinking of his lecture about valuing silence earlier, and stop. I sip my wine and watch the cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. He's such a fucking kid. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That feels good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock on my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock, back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. I got a problem with authority. That's one's for you, Pappy. I got a problem with authority. I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign, right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack. Dude, run! I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. After after I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window and I'm no longer culpable for this heinous crime, I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I'm starving. Let's get pizza. Fuck yeah. Can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. Just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. That's what she said. I know just the place. Follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until eventually we end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Pizza Pizza. Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers from behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of the stone oven. My stomach rumbles again. Yes, pizza. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh wait, Bruce, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Of course. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice of on a paper plate so saturated with grease I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. What, sir? You said it. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear noises coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more wild in you? Betcha. I am tired. I love my daughter and I should go home. You betcha. Good on you. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark, except for some flickering lights. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Shh! Don't shush me so loud. Shh! We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look into the audience, are surprised to find it's almost completely empty, save for a few row of teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the back of the theater, and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of this movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with. Kiss already! There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah! The kids down the way notice heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. Oh, it's Ernest. Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway. Hugo's kid. Ernest! Hey Ernest, I know it's you. It's me. It's your neighbor. Hi. Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. He kissed anyone yet? Turns out that's a yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out onto a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who, for some reason, he knew would be there. She tells him they hit the jackpot. He said they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing here. Boo, love is dead. Shut up, it's beautiful. No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. Credits are starting to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen, and you're going to sit here and appreciate them. Okay. Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film going experience. And Peter Anders. Catering. Fed a bunch of people so that they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. We let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over and he makes sure that no animals were harmed in the making of the film, we leave the movie theater. We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Hey, assholes! Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me in the knee. My knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway, blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? That's my good knee. My orthopedist is gonna be pissed. Ernest tosses another rock at us. Tosses another rock up and down in his hands. What's wrong with this kid? That's what I'm asking. You ruined my movie theater going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and movies got really expensive. Ernest tucks another rock at my knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity. Probably gonna feel super sore in the morning. We ruined it for you. That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take it back. That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. Call that good acting? What classicist mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What? Have you ever seen Michael Powell, A Matter of Life and Death? 1946, easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man. No, you listen. That popcorn ass drivel the mass media is shoving down your throats will only make you dumber and sadder. You, of all people, should strive for higher standards in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sakes. Oh no, now you've done it. Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. Ah! I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Fuck my knee! Robert gets in between Ernest and myself, as if he's seeing red. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts! Alright, buddy. Talk like a punk, get hit like a punk. Robert squares up in a boxer stance. Queenberry rules. 3-minute rounds. Queensberry rules. 3-minute rounds with 1-minute resets in between. No low blows, fishhook, J grabs, or high blows. What? Don't even think about pulling in an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points. You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as the main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensbury. We're just gonna go. Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them. The Queensberry Association will hear about this and consume better content. Excuse me. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight that kid? Are you kidding me? I would never hit a child. That's despicable. You throw the rules at them, and they always ball. Nobody wants a Queensberry sanctioned throwdown. But full disclosure, I made half of that up. Wow. See, you don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here. Robert and I cooled down a bit as we walked back to the neighborhood. I'm so sorry. I get really into the art of filmmaking when I drink. It's okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever seen any Sam Fuller? I haven't. Fuller is cash. Um, would he feel better about defending my honor or the adventure? Um, um, thanks for the adventure. Adventure's all I got, buddy. Robert throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. Finally get to his doorstep. That was an interesting night. I liked it. Smile forms on his cheek, a rare sight. Let's hang out again soon, yeah? Yeah. Linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder. Night, bud. Robert heads back inside and I stumble my way back home. I got an A. Cool. Do I have dads? Bruce, listen. This is you from the past. Whoa, how'd this happen? I'm trying to figure out how to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from you earlier this morning when it was socially unacceptable to go out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. This future is amazing. Listen. Life is short and ice cream should always be acceptable. But unfortunately, this isn't the society we live in. And it's less the society we live in and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others. But you know what I mean? By the time you're reading this, it's a certain time of day and nobody will bat an eye at you for going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good to me. Buy that ice cream. Oh, Zelda's meat and iron bowl. You know what? I've earned a treat. On the way home, I decided to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully plan to eat directly from the tub. Spend a lot of time trying to figure out which type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road? Pistachio? Oh, Amanda's probably going to want some too. Better get 2 tubs. She loves cookie dough ice cream, right? Hey, mister! Turn around and see Ernest leaning up against the wall of convenience store. Ernest? You're cool, right? No. I'm about to go sprawl out on a couch between a liter of ice cream and a basic cable package, and I have every intention of waking up in that position tomorrow morning. What do you think? Man, talking to you sucks. Could you just help me out? Help you out? There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. So if I give you $20, will you buy me e-liquid? Ernest. What's e-liquid? It's like Gatorade, you know? Electrolyte liquid. I'd get it myself, but I'm banned here from trying to run a grift on the cashier. Classic fiddle game. You know the deal. Oh, if you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I got you, little buddy. And I didn't know you played the fiddle. Just ask clerk, the clerk for blue cran raz apple vortex. He'll know what it is. Pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough for Amanda. Search around for some blue Crazen Void starter, but I can't seem to find any of it. I turn to the cashier. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. Got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you, and secondly, I'm flattered. I switched shampoo recently. Is it taking off some years? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. Wait a minute. Are you just trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream because it's working? Glance outside and spot Ernest staring me. Double wait a minute. So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink? It's for vaping. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better go give that kid a piece of my mind. I see. Okay, look, I'm gonna pretend you didn't try to trick me into buying you that old Bephomet's cough syrup and then try to go inside here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram. And stop vaping. You'll get popcorn lung. What if I give you 25? Go home, Ernest. So I'm walking back inside. Ernest calls after me. You can get popcorn lung from microwave popcorn, you know. I no longer trust this child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. Damn kid. Go back inside to complete my purchase with the good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. I glance out the window while to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. Guess I should go outside and save the other guy some grief. Wait a second, that's definitely a cop. Oh boy. I grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Ernest's already face down on the hood of a squad car. Ernest, did you seriously just try to get a cop to buy you some e-liquid? Do you know this kid? I'm friends with his dad. We live in the same cul-de-sac. I know his dad. Listen, he's a good kid, and I'm this boy's father. I turn around and see Robert walking up the street towards the convenience store. Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer. First of all, good first instinct. Remember, you're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father? Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this, ever since the accident. Oh boy, I don't like talking about it. That's fine. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye. It all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then. New metal was still in style. Ernest and I were down in Florida swampland scavenging for. Sir, I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good. Thanks, officer. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout from the rain gutters for a week, thanks to this transgression. Police officer gets in his car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Thanks. I want to say Richard? Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Got in trouble plenty of times in my life, just trying to do my good deed for the day. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you. Hey, Bruce, will you walk Ernest home with me? Sure. Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us, which is a thing I think kids do. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Seems like he tortures his dad. Seems like he tortures just about everybody. He even stole your wallet. What? No, he did. I pat my back pocket. I packed the rest of my pockets. He stole my wallet. Why are you doing this to yourself? What? Robert points at my tubs of ice cream. One of them is for Amanda. I have no qualms about the quantity of ice cream you've purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality I'm talking about. You work hard, Bruce. You're a good dad. Don't think you deserve top shelf ice cream? 100%. This is one thing that like speaks to me. I hate cheap ice cream. I know everybody's like, "Oh, ice cream is ice cream." No. Some ice cream just tastes like the fucking cardboard that it's wrapped in. So no. No, not all ice cream is the same. Buy good ice cream. Stop being cheap. Save the dog ice cream, which is what my grandfather did with cheap ice cream, for the dogs. But these were on sale. If you're gonna treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean, real pistachio. You deserve it. See, Mags, you know, good ice cream is worth it. We arrive at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs into his home. That boy is the reason we don't have prizes in cereal anymore. Catch your round, Bruce. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with this surprised look on my face. I stole it back. Keep it in your front pocket and use a chain like back in your ska days. Smell you later. See ya, Robert. I go back inside my house, ready to spend the rest of the night with 2 tubs of ice cream and also Amanda. To dads. Okay. Um, let's go on a date with Hugo. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I'm sorry. Strong tea and paint my miniatures. A remembrance of things past by Marcel Proust. Turn on muscles. Movie star. Documentaries on art history. Okay. Let's talk to Hugo. Would you two? You two are so spicy and special. I navigate Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait a few minutes before the computer dings. So glad you messaged me, and I'm definitely want to hang out sometimes, but I have a favor to ask. Class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Sure. I completely understand if you don't want to, can't make it, but I'm going to be honest with you here. It's a middle school class. I need as much help as I can. Think about it for a moment. Man, it's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school, arguably the worst age to be. Wow, that hurts. I was hoping that she liked Iron Bull and might romance him, but Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how's middle school for you? Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible. Ah, that's sad. Everyone sucks, no self awareness, just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40 plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day, top 40s pop. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all cost. What was your middle school experience like? I don't remember. I didn't like it. I thought it was fine. I didn't like it. I had my first crush in middle school, and I'm still bitter about it. Alexis Stuggs, you hurt me, and I'll never forgive. Or I'll never forget. What'd she do to you? I stare off into the middle distance, remembering 24 hours we dated, and the 3 times we held hands between class periods. Then I remembered the bitter betrayal, her leaving me for Arnold Birmingham, him making me eat dirt in front of her. I don't want to talk about it. See? Middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle schoolers? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was to the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Is that why you don't want to eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vegas sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What, are you worried about that a whale's gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there. Then it's settled. Penguins outweighs fear of the ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. Leonidas. Ooh, she's meeting Blackwall, I see. Sorry, I've got Zelda pulled up on my phone over here, too. I arrive at the aquarium and find school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddled around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I flew through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Stop. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo. Then they go back to texting. At least they're quiet. Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way they're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all. We'll see. Look at the pretty little fishies. Class starts filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work, so the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asks them to sit quietly for 10 minutes and think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teachers' hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? Oh, we just did a unit in The Old Man and the Sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit to make them pet stingrays. It gives us time to check out some exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large fish tank with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. That right there is a lionfish. Do you know their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Whoa. Their spines are venomous too. Nature is hardcore. You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish. They're the most venomous fish in the world. And they just, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless as long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. Cool. Nature's wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. Feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the hump-headed wrasse, blue-nosed wiggly fish, American longfin. Hump-headed wrasse, yeah? Did you know that's paranormal fish trivia? This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular beliefs, is not a vampire. That's the vampire fish. Wait, are you serious? Absolutely not. I'm playing for the gag here. Ha, good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swims around in the massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. Sir, there is no need to shout. Sir, sir, there is no need to shout. There is no need to shout, sir. What? You are so shouty. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who are starting a fight over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room. Hey, you're scratching my chair, sir. What? Sir, sir. I got you. I'm paying attention to you. I gave you water. I don't know what your damage is. Don't you yell at me. Don't you yell at me. What? Don't you yell at me. What are you shouting about? I walk around the room. reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside the enclosure. Sir, what are you being so sassy about? After a while, I look around to see Hugo again. He's gazing at the aquarium in childlike wonder. Sir, no, you're gonna scratch my chair with your paws. Sir, hold on. Let me move my blanket. So if you want to harass my face, you're at least not gonna scratch my chair. That's the only problem. It's a leather chair. Why are you so sassy today? Sir, sir. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I sure hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. Are those two sharks kissing? No, Bruce. One's eating the other. Well, we stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank, which seems to be the only thing kids are actually interested in. Tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well moisturized hands? Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some stingrays, Bruce? Oh, I think I'm good. I really don't. I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me and my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their bars removed, the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the enemas are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me. Delicious hands, I know, right? See? Not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back into the touch tank with renewed vigor for ocean life. Poke some sea urchins and feel the hard caprice of the horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anima. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just got a little carried away. Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious. Why's that?
Oh.
Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after the middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. I don't have time for games here. We don't have time for games here. That's an easy 5-10 in the clink. I'm not afraid to hit a child. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I'd have bud go down for that once. He came out a changed man. Said he missed the boss. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do. Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. Lands with a wet slap. Stare at a moment before it starts to move. Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. Horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back in the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside where he's gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Sir, don't shout. Susan skulks off, leaving me and Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. The next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plants. Life surrounds us. Look over here. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of the tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. Sir, why are you such a crybaby? Why are you sitting on the arm of the love seat? That's actually a male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Ooh. Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones. Fun fact, male seahorses can give birth and then get pregnant the same day. Man, we thought we had it hard. I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All, however, many thousands of them. Seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo. It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. Finally make our way over to the favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins? Yes, we're going to see the penguins. Hell yes. Our group of kids run around the exhibit. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad. Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Sassy! Sir, no shouting. No shouting. Wait, just kidding. It's very bad. Is that one of ours? Most certainly is. Molly Henderson. She's Susan's friend. I look over the penguin and see a determined looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's just hiding out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked like this whole time? Sir, what are you being sassy for? Huh? No yelling. Hey, use your inside voice. That's a little better. We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, I have an announcement. Sir, inside voice. The whole room turns towards Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst, hey! Girl whips around and looks at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here. Neither can you. I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are they even gonna go? They're gonna live in my closet. Look, I just don't even have time to argue with you about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. They don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention they don't fly? Crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Briber. I'll give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well, give it to me right now. I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. And there's a button here. Is that enough? Pay me the other later and we have a deal. Move to shake our arrangement before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds.
Block that bird.
No birdie. Heck no. We're gonna block the shit out of these birds. No escape penguins here. Not today, sir. Not today. You little shit. Get out of here. Get out of here, you little shit. So many fucking penguins. No, no. So close. I'm competitive. Mission complete. Uno penguin escapoed. S. Boom. Phew, glad that's over, just in time. Looks like Hugo's wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech. And that's why I think penguins are one of the best animals in the world. Few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was the thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8. What? I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan. I suppose so they can compare animal thief notes.
Hmm?
You're not off the hook, Molly.
Ah.
Bruce, did you just bribe a child? Can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. Can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our life, and I'm not the young bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. That me today knows different. I only wish I could go back. Let's just get through the day and get out of here. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop and we make our way back out to the school buses. So we leave the aquarium and the kids load onto the buses. Hugo pulls me aside. Hey Bruce, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time and make it up to you. You like cheese boards? There's nothing on earth more satisfying than a good cheese board. Woo! He likes cheese boards. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. Oh, sir. She's gonna meet Dorian. Sorry, still got filled up. Walk inside to find an empty house. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
Dad.
We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw. You got to go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of what? Kind of a stick in the mud? He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. All right, too much adventure to me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Day complete.
That was phenomenal.
Dang. Boom. Aussie, I'll go get her.
You've got dads.
I have dads. Who do we want to? Oh, there's Matt. Hey, Bruce, what are your feelings about poker? Beyond hardly knowing her. Poker? I hardly know her. There it is. Well, good talk. Well, wait. I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take the shot. Please, Matt. I'm a dad. I'm contractually obliged. No, no, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games and I figured I should send an invite your way. Sounds great. I love losing money. Cool, dude. See you soon. Lose that money. Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's house. Wait a minute. We're gambling at the preacher's house? Does that not seem like wrong to anybody else? Or is it just me? Put my going out coat and walk over. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap, I should have brought something. Hey, man. Crap, I should have brought something. Ah, no worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been at this for? Years, buddy. It's just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. Do you guys just, like, not do anything together? We pass through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyards. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Bruce, glad you could make it. So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Craig's the resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. Are you as terrible as you were in college? Tell the truth. I'm terrible at poker. I'm still terrible at poker. My tale is sustained childlike giggles. There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs. This is basically my cheating. I'm giving back to the community. Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks. Guess who brought pigs in a blanket? Yo. That just knocked Brian up on my list. Because you know what? Fucking pigs in a blanket are delicious. Not Craig. Hey, my chia seed and granola energy bars are just as delicious. The fuck they are! Everybody laughs. Let's just get the game going. Take a seat at the table and Matt starts dealing cards. First couple rounds go by easily and I'm getting the hang of this, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just start getting a feel for everybody's tell, like Matt will scratch his ears. Hey! Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. Now wait a second. And I think you just loudly announce to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yep, that's me. What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. The man's an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, he's a preacher, so. Well, at least I have God on my side. Inside voice. See, you can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? Honestly, the man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute. I think you'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company. Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it. Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah. What, are you a drug dealer now? Whoa, Joseph! Yeah, what do you need? Horse, speed, Tijuana Johnnies? I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or designer, that's maybe 72 hours and a favor called. Maybe I won't need you today. Maybe I won't need you tomorrow, but someday. Oh, I think I'm good. Right. But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. I dropped my phone in the toilet, and this is a backup until I can get a replacement under warranty. This is why you don't take your phone into the bathroom. Don't be that gross person. You're allowed to, that's fine, but don't be that gross person. Sanitize it if you bring it into the bathroom after you're finished. Don't be gross. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. No, because you know what? I don't take my freaking phone into the bathroom. Get back to playing. It's really got to stop eating those pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket? I don't know. But they're very good. I think they might be cheese, and I think there might be cheese in them. Oof. I don't know if I got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn. If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Brian and Hazel are a handful. Or, I'm sorry, Briar and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. Buddy, you think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times. Actually, it's technically 5. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poops and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her for her birthday, but she's so grossed out by the fake poop, she makes me change the diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby. Poor dude. It's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night, I walk in on her after she had tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked. She couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Fake poop, but still. Reminds me of, wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there already is. Can we just go back to poker and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand and we quickly forget about the poop. We run out of pigs in a blanket, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. These kale chips are phenomenal. Phenomenal. We should sell them at the coffee shop. It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys. I can see it now. Pierce the kale chips. Pierce the Veil is popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. We all look at Matt, confused. It's maybe not in any of your wheelhouses? How's the shop nowadays? Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring on another person to work on the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate. But Amanda's looking for a summer gang. Let me know. It's really nice of you, but I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively. Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night. Craig's in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all of his chips and is taken to tidying up, but refusing help from any of us. Brian deals us all cards. So what's it gonna take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast? Ooh, baby. Well, now I'm curious. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. I was saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral. Now you're talking my language. Throws the key to his truck on the table. She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree chunk out of the ground. Nope. Myself and everyone else at the table immediately fold. Deal the cards, Bry Guy. Are you sure you guys wanna? You heard the man. Deal. Brian deals the next round of card. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. So, I know what you might be thinking. Robert puts his old workhorse up for grabs, his only mode of transportation, at a time in his life, his only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'm going to tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you, smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps, but it didn't last long, though. I lost everything in a game of Pal Goy in the back room of Shenzi's tea house on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near Zayu Park. Had to make a new life from there. Took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back to American soil. And in those 3 years I saw the greatest depths of human fear. Loved deeper than I ever have, and lost it all many more times over. Seen my own death, Craig. I know how to die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting. Robert produces a deed from his jacket and tosses it on the table. All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance Fuck's got their house deed?
I don't know.
Craig wipes the sweat from his mouth. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell that he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. I fold. Everybody erupts. Fine, fine, the whiskey's yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So, what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas. Next week, boys? Next week. You got it. I'll be there. Sure thing. This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it tomorrow. Keep working on that poker face, Bruce. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways. Lord.
Welcome.
God, Dad. Okay. We will. Sorry. Needed the chapstick. Let's go ahead and let's go with Joseph. I don't think people pay much attention to him. Be our last date for the day. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running, living in my hometown with beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out in the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventures. Love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. Proper dad. Lead the community in a fun mixer. My 6th string. My loving wife, yeah. Ship captain, feel good movies. Why is this all about his wife that he's clearly not into? Asking for a friend. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I could take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y. A light smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Gah! Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over her shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passage? Ice cream socials? Khakis? First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference.
Aw.
You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for inviting me to the barbecue. Love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine, fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It's great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like to, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. The smiley is a nice touch. What do you say? Hi, Bruce. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know, Joseph. Huh, that wasn't so bad. He uses a lot of exclamation points. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with a tilde. I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun. Bruce. Well, I guess I'm doing this. Great, come by my house as soon as you're ready. We'll all be here.
Huh?
Save our brownie for me? Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore. Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops.
Aw.
Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never! Short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Bruce. But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do they pray before dinner, during dinner, over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open. A shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Bruce? Door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. Ooh, what's his name? Hey, hey, Christian? It's Chris. Chris, right. Hi again. I'm Bruce. I know what your name is. Oh, yeah. Well, we met at the barbecue. How's please don't say it. Jesus? Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad? Before I finish, Chris walks into the adjacent room, leaving me in the front open doorway. Home? This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph peeks his head around the corner. Bruce, you made it! Joseph approaches with his arms wide. I'm glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? Um, no. I am not. As ready as I'll ever be. That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in.
Oh.
Joseph leads me into a bright, spacious home full of beautiful nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming.
Hey.
I believe you've met Chris, who left you outside.
Yeah.
Chris?
Hmm.
Hmm. Are you gonna apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. Try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's alright. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish in the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. Yeah, they're fucking weird kids. They're not lovely. They're weird. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world. Plus, being the eldest in a big family can't be easy. We try to cut him a little slack where we can. Here are the twins, Christian, Christy. Say hello to Bruce. Hello, Father. Hello,
Oh.
Bruce. Kids, come on. Dial back the creepy twin shittick. Shittick. Creepy twin shittick? Egg them on. Can you cheese say, come play with us, Danny? Um, close that. Zelda's done. Oh no. The twins stare up unblinking in unblinking unison. Come play with us, Danny. Joseph covers his mouth and looks away, but he's clearly holding back a big laugh. This is it. This is my Dad World Series. Okay, now say, please help us, Morthra. Please help us, Morthra. No, I can't take it. Joseph is trying his best not to break in front of the kids. The twins seem to be catching on. They look eager to burst their dad. But can we keep it up? Go with something creepy. Now say, they all float down here. They all float down here, Father. Joseph can't take any more. Despite his quiet Protestantism, he's laughing pretty hard into his hands, and the kids giggle with him. The twins, obviously pleased with the new arsenal of spooky weapons, leave the room to terrorize the rest of the community. My work here is done.
Yes.
But I'll be hearing those lines for weeks. Next time we hang out, I'll try to teach them some lines from the thing. Alright, so it's like we've got a bit of troublemakers on our hands. You think you can out-trouble a career pro? I don't know about that. I'm suddenly interrupted by a loud crashing from the kitchen. What now? That doesn't sound good. Christy? No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves, and he's got four. Talk about worry. Take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. Examine the bookshelf. Pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. Looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? There's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines. Hyenas of the Serengeti, the underwater mysteries of the Antarctic, and so on. Seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure. Unless this is Mary's thing. Who knows? Next to them are a couple different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, and the Bible for Teens. He's a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf, there's a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stain, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. The eighth installment in Wait. Is this a series? Examine the coffee table. There's a couple cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And the third cross. Unifying design, aesthetics, smart choices. There's also a brass thing here. Looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think they're called sextants. Sex. Examine the floor. Well, you have this many kids, things are bound to end up on the floor, no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. I spot a terrifying cloth doll that appears to have both her arms pulled off several times. It's been stitched back together a lot. Tag says C plus C, of course. Set it down and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy! Keep on being you, tiny houseplant. Spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks expensive for something casually tossed on the floor. There's a story here. It's none of my business. It's been a while, I guess. I should go in the kitchen and see what's up. I walk into the kitchen and find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. Raise an eyebrow at Joseph. Twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian? He ran off. Christy dips a spoon into the bowl of brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet. You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're so sweet, we might have to water you down. With spiders. No, not spiders! Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between laughing and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. The man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders! Spoon duel with the Spider King or Renegade? Renegade options. Sorry, Christy, but I've been working with the spiders the whole time. No! They bought me allegiance with the promise of all the flies. All hail the spiders! Joseph grins and continues his tickle torture. No one escapes the wrath of the spiders. After a few seconds, he relents and puts Christy down. She immediately retreats behind his legs, where she watches me quietly. Crispy, don't you want to bake with Bruce? Christy vigorously shakes her head. It must be my alliance with House Tickle Spider. Are you sure? He'll get first dibs on the biggest piece of brownie. Christy hesitates, then shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony? Ouch. Joseph covered up his disappointment quick, but that looked like it hurt. You don't want to bake with Dad now. You want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes. Okay, go. Before Joseph could even finish his sentence, Christy's out the door and down the hall. Ahead. Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting. And that's still way too sweet. Whoa! Inside voices. So, what made that crash? Egg beater on the linoleum floor. It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-slide. Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a stickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout. I have a feeling Christy had something to do with that. We need a fresh start. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions. They have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter. So, we'll probably be fine. Probably. Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. All right, Bruce. You've baked a cake from a box before, once. How hard could this be? Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me! Joseph and I set to work cracking eggs and mixing things and then pouring things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us. Things should go to plan. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies. Phew! Wait. Joseph has a little dot of batter in his nose. Wow, Bruce, way to use those dad skills. I bet you baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph. All we have to do is bring these to the bake sale and voila, duty done. Ahem. Now help me find Christy. Keep your eyes out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still. What? Thumb in position and got it. Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? Oh, thanks. No problem. Less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's really good batter. We should find Christy. Yes, we should do that. Bruce? Joseph quickly composes himself. All right, she can't be that far. You take the delta position and I'll watch your six. Do you even know what that means? Alpha Tango Sparkle. Roger, Roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownie and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car. Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables, pop-up tent already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing. Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack. If you can count the city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies. Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom. She's down by the other row of tables helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast? Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age. I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yeah, great age to deal with. While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods? Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually? Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. Looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa. Someone brought a soft serve ice cream machine. I gestured to it. Exactly. Word. How are we supposed to compete with that? Please, this isn't my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo. Oh god. There's actually no rodeo here. It's just a bake sale. I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you? Sneak another brownie to ease your fear of public interaction. I reach for another brownie to stress eat my worries away. Joseph smacks my hand before I can grab it. Fucking rude. Bogus, Bruce. It's not long before we have our first customers. Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita, great to see you guys out here. Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owners and proprietors of a Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans closer to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you use for the brownies? Don't say you used your box recipe. Don't say you used the box recipe. It's just how Nana used to make. Let me tell you a story, Matt. The way we make brownies in the old country, yeah, that was all thanks to Grandma Hot Mess. Travelers from far and wide would make the pilgrimage to her sleepy little town, simply amazed by her masterful use of chocolate. All that knowledge, all that experience, it was passed on to me. Ha, sure. Joseph leans over again to me. Lying is literally one of the 10 things we try not to do. Wow, judgy. Alright, we'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our hafty customers walk away. See? Not so hard. Yeah, you judgy bastard. I'm off. I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? Sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. Bruce! It's Brian. Close enough. Can we interest you, too, in any of our fine sweets and treats? Sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Let the man buy his brownies. So we'll put you down for 10? Ha, better make it 2. 1 for me and 1 for Daisy. Coming right up. Just excited for the youth group movie night, Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie? It's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me. It's The Fast and the Furious. Oh, really? You think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly, the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. I agree. I'm an edge person. Two customers walk off with their purchase. Joseph and I survey our stock. These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for the new paint job on the church pews in no time. Wait. What happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias on them. Young Steinbeck. Good Lord Jesus. This kid. See, we agree, Max. I would have gone for a young man in the sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In fatherly terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Yeah, we all agree on that. Being a coal youth mistress seems like a lot of work. It is. But it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish. Never mind. What? That's kind of silly, but. Do you ever wish you could just, like, drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song? Yes, Joseph. I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville. One day, my friend, we'll be on an island time. Make a couple more sales to more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig. Craig! He's going to be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugars. Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing ice cream cones, so it's unlikely we're going to sell them on brownies, too. Probably won't be able to sell the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig. Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. Tempt him. Craig, if you really wanted to, you could hit a couple of those stalls and craft yourself a brownie sundae. Get some soft serve brownie from your good friend Bruce. I think there's a table down at the end selling freshly baked cookies hot out of the oven. Treat yourself. You deserve it. That's a tempting offer, Bruce, but I've got some chia mango pudding at home that's actually pretty excited about. I'm going to have to pass. Suit yourself. Day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Bored mix, huh? Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here. Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes, which is actually, they're just brownies. Cute. And boring. And safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes start over to me. What's the rookie doing here? I was just hoping to introduce Bruce to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. Get a load of this freak show. What? Weird folks is all. Holier than thou types. Don't you think, Bruce? Mary. Let the kid answer the question. Shoving a brownie in your mouth so you can't talk. I grab the closest brownie and shove it in my mouth and point to my mouth. It's universal sign, can't talk, mouth's full. Quick thinking, Bruce. This one's a keeper, huh? Mary, can we talk about this later? Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep his cool. Can we please talk about this later? Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. Hand over the cash, we've made it. Feels like a hefty wad, if I may say so myself. Thanks. Now, give me your wallet. What? What? Give me your wallet. You think this church is going to fix itself? Mary! I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. Are you okay? She really likes pushing your buttons, huh? Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat.
Yeah.
I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. I won't keep you then.
Oh.
Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also, happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm sorry about the whole thing with Mary. Shouldn't have had to see her like that. It's fine, really. I know. But first hangout domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me. Let me make up for it next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Promise. I smile. I'd like that. Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tossed a cling wrap brownie through the window. Hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye! Joseph walks up to his home, waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, Brownie. She is awful. Eat the brownie now. I force the brownie down my gullet, knowing full well that it will be my undoing. I will feel this later. Step inside to find Amanda doing her homework on the couch. Hey, Father Unit. Hey, child that I'm required by law to care for. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really? How long have you known me for? Right. How's the bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good lifestyle for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one, or... Sorry, kiddo. No dice. I feel immediate shame for scarfing down the last brownie. Actually, I don't know if it's shame or just nausea from all the brownies, but it could be both. Uh, that's okay. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by the shark. He did. Sit down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. I'm sure that date went awfully. We don't mesh very well. Yeah, we gotta be. We don't mesh very well with Joseph.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright. What? Hi, this is Stephen from Dadmazon. I'm out front with your delivery. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry. I need to put on pants first. Can't find my pants, but I'm wrapped from the waist down in a duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. No, no, wait. I'll be right down. I found some sensible capris. Put on pants. Oh, I got a package. I wonder what it is. Oh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. Open up the box and start pulling packing peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's butterflies? Oh boy. I almost didn't even want to know what Amanda was planning on doing with these. Hey Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them? What? You ordered butterflies? You can order dead butterflies online? Wait, so these aren't yours? No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now. Okay, love you. Look at the box again. Oh, this is addressed to Damon's house. Bring the box to Damon. Got the guy, yeah. Should take them over to him. Okay, we're gonna save it there. Because my voice is shot. My voice is shot. It's had enough. We Dream Daddy be poppin', but we have had enough. I can take no more. I can take no more. Let's see, who is doing what? You're welcome. Does anybody have stream suggestions? Not feeling anything I'm really seeing, but am open to suggestions. Am open to suggestions. Ooh, I'm tired. I did not sleep very well last night. Oh, excuse me. You're welcome, Meg. We can always go safe. Um, Faye's playing more Diablo, and I'm gonna end up there anyway. So unless somebody has a suggestion, that's where we're gonna go. Get the raid message ready. The dogs have finally settled down, I guess. It's a nice thing. Hi. Hi, old man. I know. So weird. It kind of sucks not being able to have them on the couch with me, or right here with me as I stream. Originally, I was going to be able to be on the left seat, so one of them still could have gotten up with me, but it didn't work out that way. When we tried to set it up that way, it just made everything awkward. So, that being said, guys, thank you so much. It's been a wonderful, wonderful Monday. My voice is toast. Tomorrow I have to cook things, and what I mean by cook things is I have to make a pie crust. Yeah, I think I only need one pecan. Gotta make a pie crust. So, gotta make a pie crust and two sweet potato casseroles. So it won't be too tough on me. So y'all don't worry, I won't overdo it, I promise. Wednesday, I don't have any plans of things going wrong, so hopefully I should be back. Definitely not. Obviously we're not gonna stream Saturday this week because it's Christmas, but we might do Friday depending on what happens with the day. If the boy is not home, I'll probably pop on live and hang out some. If the boy is home, I'm gonna spend time with him. So, although he might go see the kids, so hard to say. Anyway, guys, I will be back Wednesday, hopefully, if everything goes to plan. You are lovely. You are wonderful. I appreciate y'all hanging out and being here. You are important and you matter, and I'm glad you're here. And tomorrow will not be the same without you. So I will catch y'all guys soon and have some fun and hang out and join me on the raid.